My name is Nathan, and you are watching Miami Bros Pod.
Welcome back. Okay, I stole that from somebody. I'm sorry. But yeah, back to it. Saturday was a great day for me, especially. I had a lot of fun. Like I said, like they say, well, I won't even say that.
Well, like things are bigger in Texas?
Well, I wasn't going to say that. But actually, nah, I didn't really see that many big people.
There weren't big people at all.
That's because they're from everywhere else, though. That don't count. You know, everybody's from everywhere. I met some people from Cali, so I wouldn't count that.
Fine.
But yeah, hey, wherever those women I was meeting from, all y'all are beautiful. Oh my gosh. Shout out to y'all parents, because y'all was stunning. Anyway, so yeah, literally taking pictures of everybody. They had this like exhibit area where you could, shop, buy stuff, buy paraphernalia, buy food. And I did fall. Well, it's not even fall off because I wanted to buy something.
Oh, I thought you say you fell. Go ahead.
Oh, nah. Then I bought me a painting. I'll send you a picture if you want to put it up here. But
yeah.
I bought a painting. It was actually $80. It wasn't that bad of a price in my opinion. And I looking back, I probably should have had them just send it to my house instead of walking around with it the whole time, because I definitely lost it at one point in time that day. Or I wouldn't say lost it. I left it in a room, and I had to sprint back to that room because I was like, I'm not losing this thing.
You lucky nobody took that up.
Luckily, I faced it backwards, facing the wall.
So no one
so it was just a white background. So if anybody would looked at it, they weren't going to be like, oh, I want that, thankfully. And then, it's a nerd convention, so you see me running around, sprinting. I look like one of those nerds running like Naruto or whatever. So yeah,
they running full sprint.
I know I was giving hella women the egg, but at that point I don't care. I was just trying to get my painting.
You just paid $80 for it.
Exactly, bro. At first I was like, man, that's $80. If it's gone, it's gone. I was like, no, wait a minute, no.
That's
$80. Then I started running. I was like, I'm getting this bag. I don't care. So yeah, that was that part. Actually, I met my tattoo artist that gave me this tattoo. And it was pretty cool because I was like, yo, what's up? He was like, oh, what's up, guy?
What do you mean you met him?
Like, he was there. He was literally.
You're saying like meet, like this man like did your tattoo over Zoom or something.
I'm dead. No, but he did my tattoo, and then I was like, okay, finally, I found me a black tattoo artist. Then he's like, well, I'm moving. And I'm like, okay.
Where's he moving, Texas?
No, he moved to North or South Carolina. No. Funny enough, I was just there. But yeah, so he was there. I bumped into him. I said, yo, what's good? He's like, yo, what's good, man? And I had a hoodie on. So I pulled it back and I showed him the tattoo. He's like, yo, you. He was like, dead. I don't know faces. He's like, I won't know your face, but I know a tattoo. And I was like, hey, yeah, bro. And I started showing my whole tattoos. And I was like, hey, I wish it was you, but hey, I found me a good, cool guy. That was a whole story, a whole little side note.
Interesting.
It was pretty cool meeting him, seeing him again.
Okay.
And then while I was standing there trying to charge, that would happen on Friday.
Huh?
My phone died. Actually, this happened on Friday. I'm tripping. I'm skipping. That. Yeah, I met him on Friday. And then after I met him, they started playing Kirk Franklin in the circle. Everybody started dancing. I was like, oh, this is so freaking cool. But at the time, Gio and Malik they were like, oh, let's go to the B&B. And I was like, all right, cool. Let me just charge my phone for like 10 seconds. I charged it like 10%. And then they called me and they was like, oh yeah, head out to the car. So I put the parking garage in my phone to go head towards it because I didn't know where I was at the time. So I walk out, I go down the street, phone dies. And I'm like, all right, so let me just keep walking. Tell me how, like maybe 10 minutes into walk, I'm like, this does not look familiar at all. I don't know where I am right now. So I'm like, okay. I started panicking in a way. I'm like, all right, let me just find an outlet. I find an outlet. It doesn't work. And I'm like, oh, my gosh. So I'm like, all right, let me just trace my steps back. So I go back. I try to go in the convention to charge my phone. The security kicked me out. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So I get kicked out. I walk. And I'm like, okay, where did we come from? I saw the cars that we passed by, the little fancy cars that they had.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I do remember this. And we had a railroad right here. Okay, I remember that. So I started headed down. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to know where I'm at. So I started to head to the garage. And then Gio and Malik passed by brake, and they're like, yo, honking at the horn. I'm like,
just get in the car.
I was like, oh. And so I started running. And then they're like, well, if you would have went into the freaking garage, we wouldn't even know you was in there.
Yeah, that would have been a longer process.
So thankfully,
listen, Nate,
timing.
We were literally parked. So that's your point of view.
Yeah.
We were parked outside literally right where we entered, just waiting on you.
Oh, for real?
Because that's where we told you. We texted you, it's like, oh, we're ready here, so don't bother walking. But you know, your phone died. We're over here calling this man.
Wait, you were in front of the convention or the parking garage?
No, the convention.
Oh.
We were there for a couple of minutes. I'm like,
so
you know what?
Yeah.
Nate probably didn't see the message. His ass is probably walking to the garage right now.
I definitely was.
That's why I was like, let me go drive over there. And that's when we saw you.
So, yeah, we skipped the day. Actually, I just remember that part. I don't know how I forgot it. Yeah. So, yeah, back to Saturday. So, I saw everybody. You know, I was meeting everybody, asking people where they're from, all that, taking hella pictures. Then that's my POV from like 12 to like maybe 5 o'clock. So what were you doing? You and Malik were doing from 12 to 5.
I think Malik was sleeping or something, watching TV, and I was editing. So pretty much we just hopped in the whip after, and we caught up with you. So when we got there, that's when I saw this man Nate on the wall trying to charge his phone.
Yeah.
And there was this very long line. So me and Malik get into the line. Now, this is for a basketball game, and here's where my problems are going to start with Dreamcon. And I hope this reaches the right person.
I'm dead. He's talking to you, Mark.
No, not you, Mark. I love you. Because you guys are not organized. We got on the line for a basketball game at like from 4:30-ish.
4:30, yeah, 4:35-ish.
4:35-ish, right? We're standing in line. This line is not moving. Right, this is one long line that turns into 3 big lines in the front. And then it literally wraps around the entire damn building.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, we saw a sketch, by the way. We did. I don't know if you saw him.
I saw him in passing. Yeah, but you saw probably a clearer.
Yeah, I saw him. It's very interesting because, you know, people like just run to him like, oh, you want to get a picture, right? So I saw a sketch. You know, we saw people from like AMP, even though I don't.
Yeah, we saw Agent walking really fast.
Agent P, yeah.
He's actually not as tall as I thought he was. Probably the same height.
No one is as tall as we thought we were. I mean, as we thought they would be.
That is true.
But yeah, they were like just like you know, influencers like that Tashay Frost dude too. I don't know.
Tashay Frost.
Tashay Frost. Yeah.
You saw him there?
Yeah, he was there.
I saw him at the airport when we were leaving.
Oh no, he was there at the place. It was just a whole bunch of influencers.
Yeah, it was. I took a. Oh yeah, I did take a couple pictures with people actually.
But yeah, so back to the issue. So this basketball game will start till 7. Why is there already long ass lines for an event at 4:30? Yeah, that was 3
insane.
3 hours prior. 2.5 hours prior to the event. Who is waiting in a long line that's not moving for that? We already spent last night waiting 2 hours for Sexy Red. So I was not doing that again. And when I spoke to the person and they're telling me it was supposed to start at 7, but they're trying to make it start at 6, I'm like, listen, it was 5 o'clock at that time. Like, I'm not staying in this line for another hour. So that's when we were like, yeah, let's just go. I think me and Nate, we went to just go walk around, look at some other stuff. There was like a Naruto, like
Naruto cosplay
meetup where everyone like got together.
I had a whole schedule. I was ready. I had things I was going to, and then Jill and Malik were like, "Well, we just gonna hang out with you." I was like, "Well, that's up to y'all. You could walk around if you want.
Because we actually cared about the events, but I'm not waiting. I'm not standing in hours.
You can watch it on YouTube literally when it starts.
That's literally what I ended up doing. We ended up watching it on TikTok Live.
So yeah, when I went to my little, not even little, when I went to the cosplay meetups, I'm like, dang, bro, y'all, like, they inspired me to cosplay. And
definitely cosplay next year.
I'm doing it next year. I already know 100%. What one of the things I'm doing. Maybe I might do 2, but I don't know if I'm gonna have space in my luggage for all that. Cause I'm not trying to spend all of that. So, what?
I'm literally just doing 1.
Oh, for some reason I thought you said I'm gonna be Beast Boy. I'm like, Beast Boy, cool, if you want. But yeah, so I saw, it was hella Naruto's, of course. And then obviously, if you don't know, I have anime tattoos, so I was literally showing that off as I should.
His aura went up 5,000.
Oh, most definitely, because it was crazy. Because I'm like, yo, I got the tattoo. I guess they didn't hear me. Majority of people did not hear when I said, yo, like I would point out my arm, I'll go like this, and they think I was doing some, pose, and I'm like, no, bro, look, and they're like, oh, dude, that's freaking fire. I'm like, yo, appreciate it, and I'm like, yeah, we gotta get a pic now, and then I did that to get women's Instagrams
so
also.
Was using his arm to.
Oh, most definitely, yes, I was.
Pictures. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely was, and then I saw a couple of people with this spider tattoo, which, hey, as I should, took pictures with them. Saw a couple people with fake ones, and I was like, who cares? Let's just take a picture anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was having a blast of my life. Like, I was having so much fun. And I pretty much the whole time I was running around for the first, 2 hours of that. I didn't even go to that many events until later on in that evening. But
yeah, that's what. Okay, why do you have a picture of
Phantom?
Phantom on your.
First of all, it's a memes collage that I put on my desktop.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, but
back. See my wallpaper.
What is it? Oh, you mean on your phone?
Well,
you
changed it by accident.
I'm dead.
It was me and Mark Phillips.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
So back to it. Yeah. So I'm, having a blast, meeting everybody. Then I would say probably. I think it was like 6 o'clock, 6:30, and I was like, "Y'all boys, I'm hungry. Let's go get some food."
Oh.
So then we left, and then the greatest part of the day happened. We saw Mark Phillips.
Yeah, as we were leaving.
And what are the odds of that?
Right, so he was already talking to some other people. He was basically in a car. Right, he was just popping up.
Yeah, he just pulled up to the thing. Yeah.
And he was just taking some pictures, and I'm literally just yo, I'm just saying yo to say yo, what's up, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, oh yo, he's like, come on, let's get a picture. I'm like, what?
We weren't far where we had to run, but we were far enough where we had to do a little jog, little fast walk.
Because he was like, come on. I was like, huh. I ain't run, but I definitely did a little jog for sure.
I don't care what y'all say. Call me a fanboy, call me me rider. I don't care.
If that's Mark Phillips. Run, I would have ran.
On God, I would. Malik is the person to be like, yo, y'all me riding? Don't care.
I don't give a damn.
I don't care. That's Mark Phillips.
Okay, hold up. I was gonna say something that's out of pocket, but anyways, you the one who said me riding, so you made it worse.
That's what they call it.
He's someone that actually. I'm not gonna say someone I actually care about, but I've actually been watching him for years.
You used to talk like him too in your 2K videos from 2K18.
I used to talk like him.
Yeah, the monotone, the Hood Olympics. Geo's passing you used to talk like that in some of your videos.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't remember that.
You don't remember that? Maybe I don't know if you privated them, but if you watch one of those videos,
it shouldn't still be there. But obviously. But yeah, Mark Phillips here. Watch this video. Just know you inspired me a lot.
Yes, sir.
So I was very honored to get a picture with you. Which you're gonna have right here. Now, however, Nathan, he got too happy in his pants, so he didn't actually get the full picture.
Half my head is in it. I don't care though. You can see it's my locks, and you can see it's my glasses, so I'm there. Don't care though.
Yeah, he had sunglasses on, and he
I
didn't
couldn't
realize.
tell, bro. It was bright. Hey, bro, no homo. That sun was hitting on him. The picture was so clean.
That man is so photogenic,
hey, bro, and his skin was flawless.
Listen, that literally told me, I'm like, damn, I need to get my teeth
That's what
together.
I said. This man's skin was flawless. I said,
I need to get my teeth together. I need to get my skin routine back in order.
Bro, I was like, yo, that just boosted my day. I was so happy.
Yeah, that was the highlight of my day at Dreamcon.
It was literally so cool.
So after that, we left. Went to some trash place called Kava.
First of all, Gio is very picky. He don't like anything.
It did not taste good.
He doesn't like any food really. So we went to Kava. It was busting. I liked it. Their rice was alright, cool. But the other stuff they had, it was pretty good. I liked it. It had red hummus. I'm gonna post a video. Y'all can watch it later. But yeah, I liked it. Malik liked it. Jill's the only one who ain't like it.
I ain't like it. I barely ate, and that led to problems later on.
Oh wow! Now I just remembered.
Yep.
You could go ahead and start, because this man Gio, I'll never party with his ass ever again.
Nate, you're supposed to have fun.
Oh no, I did have fun, but your ass, go ahead. I'm not even gonna spoil. Go ahead. Talk.
Listen, Nate. First off, you gotta tell me some things, because apparently I don't remember everything.
You don't remember everything,
but all right. So we got there, and immediately get in there. I'm like, listen. I don't usually drink majority of the time because I'm driving. I don't like mixing drinking and driving.
Yeah, be responsible. Yep,
be responsible. Yep. Always be responsible. So as I'm saying this, I decided to go to the bar as a designated driver and get me a shot. I was like, I got the first one, right?
You got the drink, right? It was like a sweet drink.
Oh, it wasn't a shot, but it was like a drink.
Yeah,
It was nice. It was.
I was gonna say fruity, but it's not fruity.
No, it was kind of like a strawberry, kind of like strawberry. It kind of reminded me like a strawberry lemonade kind of taste. But obviously it has something in it. So me and Nate get that. I'm like, all right, this tastes good. I'm like, all right, I'm feeling it. I'm not really a person that dance, but best believe that night, me and Nate were dancing. We were doing our thing. Man,
you get a little liquid courage, everything happens.
Exactly.
Anything happens, I should say.
That's exactly why I went right there. I'm like, I'm not coming here to stay on the wall, Nate.
Facts.
That's not the kind of club or
that's
party.
Not the type of party you trying to have.
Yeah, it's not the kind of party I'm trying to have.
Our friends are deaf. Those type of people stand on the wall all day.
Yeah, that's including
They
me.
might get a dance from a woman, but besides that, they'll stand on the wall all day.
If I'm not drinking. So anyways, I after the first drink, I'm already loose, right? We're vibing. I'm like, Nate, let's go ahead and get us another one. So Nate was like, all right, I got us on the second one. So this Nate went ahead and got us tequila.
Got us a shot of tequila, yes sir.
2 shots of tequila. Now,
I'm a tequila bull. That's what I drink.
After that tequila, I'm not very sure what happened immediately after. I know I started to feel it. Started to get even more loose. I know we were back at the bar at one point. Was that for the third? That can't be the third.
Yeah, there was a third. First of all, the third time was a mistake. I don't even know why I went back there.
Okay, so this is the part where Nate's gonna have to narrate because I don't really remember much after the tequila. So
I'm not a drinker either, but for the longest time, I can handle my liquor. I know my limit.
Also, remember, Nate, I didn't eat much that day.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, I was gonna say that. But then again, actually, before we get into that, this man bought groceries like he was gonna cook. I was like, "What?" I was
gonna cook. Bought me a whole steak.
He bought steak, seasoning it right. I'm like, bro, you're not gonna have time for that.
He's thought like, was.
I don't know why. And he bought hella lemonade too. But anyway,
it wasn't just no. It was me and Malik.
Yeah, both of y'all. Well, yeah, they went grocery shop. I'm like,
bro, we thought we was gonna be like at the Airbnb.
Technically, the time you should have was when y'all was sitting there 12 to 4 or 12. That's when you probably should have.
That was edited.
Yeah, but still. Anyway, so back to the party. So we take the shot. I'm chilling because I just know my limit. My limit is probably about maybe 4 straight shots.
I'm not sure.
And 2 maybe drinks. I could do that. And then if I know I'm driving, I don't even drink that much. I'll probably take 1 shot, which just in case if I'm with somebody, and like in this case, I know Gio's driving, but just in case I was not drinking as much as I would if I were either taking an Uber or Lyft. So either way, I was prepared. But the fact that this man got drunk, like as soon I promise you, it's like it touched his tongue. He lost. It was not that. It was. That's what it felt like. No, we had that one drink. We danced around for a little bit. It was like a little pit. We danced probably about 10, 15. I was like, all right, let's get another shot. I'm ready. Pause. Got a shot. He drank that, and I said maybe 5 minutes later, he was like, he was loose, and I was like, okay.
Nate,
I was getting a little concerned, and then he started. I think he told me, he's like, I didn't eat nothing. I'm on an empty stomach, and I was like, brother.
Yeah, I did explain it, Nate. I was very
so that happened.
Intellectual
and then
in my explanation.
I don't remember if I bought another one or not, but I remember I was at the bar, and then I bought So maybe that was the second shot. I don't even remember at this point, but I know it's the third shot. Anyway,
yeah, it couldn't be.
Yeah, it was the third because the third shot I bought, and then I was trying to pick up the lime, and I spilled my shot, and I'm like, here we go.
You did spill it. Yeah.
And then Gio, I'm pretty sure he took it to the head straight away, and then after that, that's pretty much he was gone. And then there was a dude standing in front of him. He's like, "Oh yeah, that boy needs some water," and I was like, yeah, he gonna.
No, I
some
remember
water.
someone before that. I remember there was like a group of girls.
Oh yeah,
and they were like, I remember hearing it, but I was looking down. I couldn't see him, but they were like, they're like, oh my god, like he's drunk already.
Yeah. Actually, I did talk to this girl. I was like,
this man was using me.
Well, you was making it easy. But yeah, it was just a conversation starter. So I guess.
Yeah, how that conversation go?
Yeah, so then she was like, "Oh my god, he drunk already?" I said, "Yeah, that man only had like 1.5 drinks." I'm over here getting a little irritated. I'm like, "Damn, now I gotta babysit." I don't want to babysit. I want to have fun.
Babysit.
Eventually I was like, "Yeah, he'll."
Bro, I was perfectly fine.
That's an understatement. Anyway, so I was talking to her. I was like, "Yeah, he crazy." She's like, "Yeah, you need to get him some water." And I was like, "Sure, you gonna help me wash him?" She said, "Why?" I said, "What you mean? You watching him with me? Come on, like, don't be selfish." She said, "I ain't being selfish." And then I started joking around with her, trying to lighten up the mood. And then I was like, shoot, give me your Instagram so I can call you if I need some help. And she started laughing, and then she's like, cool. So I guess thank you.
You're welcome.
But in my defense, I wasn't trying to like talk to any of the girls that I was getting Instagrams. I really was just trying to make friends for the future, which I have. And most of those women that are there, they told me tips on cosplaying, all of that. Side note, they gave me tips and everything, and they're cool. Besides that, so then Gio's pretty much drunk at that point.
I remember when we were in the line though, there was this guy behind me. He was like, "Oh, I'm trying to get like him."
I vaguely remember that. I don't know who said it, but
there was some guy. Yeah,
I remember hearing it. And then while we were at the bar I was trying to get him water, and that's when the bar was hella deep.
And I don't need water.
And I was trying to find people. I was like, "Yo, can you get me water for them?" They looked at me, and I was like, "They're like, I got you." they realized, but it was taking so damn long. I was like, all right, this point. I
don't remember ever getting that water, Nate, until we left, and that's when I started drinking some water.
I just gave up on getting the water, to be honest.
Yeah, I never got that water, so I was.
So then I told Gio, actually, there's 2 bars. We went at one bar, it was taking forever. Then we tried to go to the second bar, that was taking forever too. And then actually, there was some girls in front of there that I was talking to. I was like, yeah, this man drunk. Can you give me some water? They started laughing. Cool. And I was like, all right, let me take Gio to the bathroom. Pause. I was like, yo, go wash your face. He's like, no, bro, I'm good. And I'm like,
yeah, I remember that.
Now
part.
We got one of these drunks. They think they know everything, and they don't. I was like, all right, whatever.
I remember that. I was like, yeah, I'm good. I was
like, bro, just wash your face real fast. He's like, no, I'm good.
I'm not washing my face. Then my face get ashy.
I'm dead. Anyway, so yeah,
you look good as hell.
So yeah, that was that part. Then eventually, we got back to the dance floor. They started playing the song. And then I ran into the middle or something like that. And then I started that dancing. Then 10 minutes later, I was like, oh, damn, where'd you at? I look around. I'm like,
Listen, don't worry about me.
Don't worry at that point, I was like, he'll be fine.
And I was fine.
I should have took the keys just in case, which I did later on. But I should have took the keys from that time, which I didn't. But then, you know.
You thought I was going to leave and go drive?
Hey, drunk people do drunk things.
Nah, it wasn't that stupid.
Yeah, so that was that. I was dancing around, having fun. I bought brand new pairs of ones, Air Force Ones. I don't know why I did that.
You know, actually, I don't even know how my Air Force Ones look. Cause mine are relatively new too.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. I didn't need new ones. I don't know why I bought them to that. Nobody's looking at your feet. First of all, second of all, if you're dancing, you're creasing them up. They're getting stepped on. All of that. Cool. Actually, I had glasses on and they got slapped off. I was like, okay, let me just take these off. They're fake too, so it don't matter. Shoot. But yeah, so I was dancing, having a great time. I'm not gonna expose myself for what happened that night, but just know it was a very successful night.
Love to hear it.
It was very successful. Yeah. So then
had a great time there.
Yeah, and then as this is happening, our friend Malik is at the house. He fell asleep because he was waiting on one of his potential peoples to come over. Which they didn't end up coming over. Which
ended up working out. So, you know, kind of impersonate. So, also another thing is that Malik wouldn't have been able to get into the club because this is something we had to pay in advance for.
Yeah.
It's different than Dreamcon.
And this time, I did tell him, I was like, yo, we going to go to this party. You got to buy it. It was only like $30, I think.
It was $40, but still.
Yeah, it was still. And it was good, though. I liked it. It was a cool party.
Yeah.
At first, I was like, okay. They were playing music. I was like, okay, I don't know what type of party this is going to be.
Yeah, because it was different. The back part, the bottom part of like the building would just play like some like country music.
Yeah, it was a bar.
But then when you walk upstairs, that's when you hear the actual stuff, and it's like okay.
It was a bar with like maybe 4 people in it, and I said, Jill.
I was like, what are we walking into?
I said, my fault, man. I didn't know it was gonna be like this. They're like, no, go upstairs, and we went upstairs. I was like, oh, thank the Lord.
Yeah, I was like, okay, this is
I wasted $40 for this. It was crazy, but yeah. What else happened that night?
I mean, pretty much. I think he found me like against the wall, cause that's what I remember. Like,
he FaceTimed me, and then he was like, well, obviously we can't hear anything.
I FaceTime you? I don't remember FaceTime you.
And then the camera was showing like some lights, and I was like, okay, so he's either on this wall or that wall, but at least he's on a wall. So I was like, all right, he's good.
Yeah, after some point, Nate, I just started. I just like went to sleep against the wall, standing up.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause that's how you found me. I was just like sleeping against the wall.
I was like, you good? He's like, yeah, I'm good. And then he gave me the keys, or I asked for the keys, one of the other.
Yeah, I think he had asked for the keys.
And then that was that.
Then I got some more.
And then I was watching his story, and he was recording me dancing. I was like, oh, that's pretty funny. you don't really know what you look like dancing until you see.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Being from Florida, as you know, Jill, you probably couldn't
from Florida.
Literally was
from
raised,
New York.
What? Anyway, sure. Okay, well, you're from a dancing state also. From being from Florida, you know, you got the stick, you got the jug, you got a little shoulder dance, cool. So they're playing music, and I'm like, I'm hitting my little Florida dance, and I ain't getting hyped up as much as I would if I were in a Florida party.
Yeah, now I think about it, nobody else was doing.
So I'm like, I'm dancing,
but like everyone's doing their own thing though. Like it's still like
it's
vibe.
Still you get thrown in the circle, you start doing your dance, and I'm doing my dance, and I, as I get older, I'm starting to lose my rhythm, as I once would say. But
my eyes,
because
Nathan looked perfectly fine. I was like, go ahead, Nate.
But you got liquid courage in you. I don't even know if I was looking. Well, to the video, I did look decent. I did do what I was supposed to do. But at the time, I don't know what I was doing. I was just letting the beat go through me. Pause. But yeah, so they wasn't like hyping me up as much as I would like for them to hype me up. But this one lady, she was with her boyfriend. She's like, "Okay, you killed that," and I was like, "Thank you." And she felt like an auntie saying that.
Hold on, I just remembered something. Hold up, damn, we're telling such good stories.
Yeah,
we're about to run out of time again, but it's coming up. Also, Nate, go ahead and tell the story. Actually, all right. If I'm putting you on the spot, I'm gonna edit it out, so it don't matter.
Okay, what story?
When you try to walk up and talk to some girl and you didn't realize that she had a boyfriend.
Oh, well, that actually happened like twice. But first of all, we're on the dance floor. We in a circle, or kind of a circle. It was like mini circles around. Anyway, she was twerking, throwing that thing. I'm like, okay, cool. I guess let me get a little dance. So I try to go up. Then big old dude.
He's like big fella.
Granted, I was going up and another dude was going up, but the other dude got there first, and then the big dude came out of nowhere. It's like he came out of the shadows, and he was like, he just stared at him. He was like, "Nah, dog." And then he was like, "Oh, my fault." And I was like, "Bruh, get your girl. She over here twerking. Get behind her or something. Like, why did you let her just twerk for free?" That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. My fault. That's crazy. But yeah, so that happened. And she was twerking. Rights. She was crazy. She was doing her thing. I was like, damn, that's wild. So I was like, all right, cool. Then maybe like 15 later, another girl's twerking crazy. And I'm like, shoot, let me get behind that. Same thing happened. Dude come out of nowhere, mean mugging. The whole time, he just, and she twerking. And I'm like, that's you or no? Can I get a dance or no? And I was like, okay, I guess not. So yeah, I don't
know. I mean, even if you don't know how to dance, you can at least be behind your girl as she's twerking.
That's what I was saying. Like, or at least hype her up. Like, why we hype her up? No, I mean,
don't hype her up, because then you thinking that, okay, this is just like a friend.
Well, if you hype her up behind her, that's cool. Yeah. But then so that was that. And I saw hella people I saw at the Dreamcon. I was like, yo, what's good with you?
Yeah, that was cool. As I was against the wall, right, Nate, there was this girl that was just standing there.
Yeah. Right? So
it was the opposite situation for me. So I wasn't really thinking about talking to her, but it's like she was just against the wall. She looked like she was like kind of like sad or something, whatever. So in my head, I'm like, I might say something.
Yeah,
right?
go say what's up,
So it's like I'm not really like drunk or whatever. I'm like, you know what? Just as like, let me just say something. Like, is everything okay or whatever? Her boyfriend walks up and they start talking to her and start hugging her. I think like they leave or something. I'm like, bro. Yeah. Why did you leave your girl on the wall here? Exactly. He was the one who left and was dancing and doing his thing and left her there.
He brave man, because Gia was less more sober. He most definitely would have talked to that.
I don't think so, Ned.
Oh, dead. Okay, never mind. But yeah,
we have to pause here. We're reaching time, so we're gonna have to make a part 3.
Pretty much done though, right? No.
Oh yeah, it is. I mean, I was gonna tell the story how things ended up being petty at the part 3.
Part 3.
So to go ahead and wrap up our video, the following day, nothing really much happened. We didn't go back to Dreamcon because we had to go ahead and return the rental and then go get ready to take our flight back home.
Yep.
Y'all boys, y'all girls, it is 2:43. I'm running off of 4 hours of sleep. That is not your business. Why?
I was about to ask, why is it 4 hours?
That's not your business, but yes. Me and Jill got a little adult beveragey last night, and we had a good time.
Hey, yo, what the?
Well, some of us did.
I had a good time.
Oh, okay. I didn't think you remembered it, but sure. Maybe some people had a little more than other people, but you know, we had a good time nonetheless. But it was a great experience. I personally love Dreamcon. It was very fun meeting all these people. Next time, you know, we'll do a little different things, figure out a better plan to do things, invite more people also, that'd be cool. And then, you know, just enjoy life. We are young, but old at the same time. We gotta leave the house. We gotta leave the block. So I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. I'm just rambling. But yeah. Hey, shout out Dreamcon, man. It was real fun. Real fun. That's all I got, G.
So to pretty much wrap up the video, going back home, surprisingly, the same thing happened again. We ran into the same person, the same crew.
Yeah.
You know, Nate, I think when we were on 6, I felt like I saw her again, Nate. I'm not going to lie to you. And you know what I did? I deadass was staring at the person. I don't know if you saw, it's like when you were talking to like that.
In the airport?
No. On 6th Street.
Oh, you saw her on 6th Street.
I feel like I did. I'm not 100% sure. Like, walked past, and I turned around, I was just staring. I was just staring. I'm like, bro, I can't really tell. These are not prescription. I can't really tell if that was her. But I was like, you know what, whatever. But anyways, yeah, back at the airport. So what happened is, you know, she still ended up sitting around near us, whatever. But what happened is once we landed, and we were pretty much going to get our luggage. So Nathan didn't bring a suitcase, right?
Not about a carry-on, yeah.
Yeah, you only had a carry-on. I brought a suitcase. So when we got off when we got off the plane, I pretty much followed her and her posse to the luggage. I'm like, all right,
yeah.
They're going to, you know, the same place to get the luggage. So we're there, and we're waiting. Everything comes out, and no luggage. So I'm like, all right. Well, actually, I didn't even really notice. I'm just, like, still there waiting. So let's just say Nathan is probably, like, 10, 15 feet behind me. Nathan is not anywhere near the luggage claim. And she's standing in front of me. Now, again, Nate, I'm like, maybe it's because I didn't say anything. Or maybe it's just, you know, whatever. She goes ahead and calls out to Nate. Yells in the airport, hey, Nate, the luggage isn't over here. You have to go to the other one.
Yeah.
Again, Nate doesn't get a suitcase. Nate is standing like 10 to 15 feet away from me. And I'm literally right behind. I'm like, that's very interesting.
Wait, you wanted her to call out to you?
Bro, I'm not saying that I wanted her to call out to me. I'm just saying it's just interesting, Nate. That's all. Yes, you have a rubber band here.
Yeah.
Here, took it off. Yeah, Nate. This is something that's very interesting, you know? So, I don't know, Nate. It is what it is. You know, like I said earlier, I let all that stuff go. But so I can obviously just laugh about it now. But, yeah, Nate. That's pretty much it. That was our whole Dreamcon experience. We shorted it up, but trust me, it was really a lot of fun. And we'll be back next year for sure.
Next year is in Vegas.
Yes, because Mark Phillips accidentally exposed where it's going to be held. And I was really hoping it was going to be back in Texas, but it is.
Yeah, me too, high key. Because I just realized, I just kind of learned the layout.
Yeah.
But, hey, Vegas is Vegas, man. The city of sins.
And I'm not hitting no damn casino.
Well, that's you.
All right.
I am definitely going to save up money. I got to hit the casino, man.
I'll record you win or lose your money. Whichever one.
Hopefully the former. But then again, probably not. So I almost died. Either way, Vegas 2025, Dreamcon. We'll be out there. I will be cosplaying as something. And I also want to get not shredded, but I do want to get in way better shape.
Same here.
For the cosplay. Granted, it's not needed, but it would always make the cosplay look better.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's my goal. Gio said he's done cosplay too. Do you know what? Or you didn't do any research?
Not as of yet.
Okay.
But, you know, I also got to watch some animes now because, you know, I haven't really watched any animes since.
Oh yeah, a very pretty woman told Gio to. She asked Gio about the anime on his shirt. He said, "Oh, I don't know nothing about this," and she said, "Well, you better watch it because a lot of bad anime women like that show." And the crazy thing is, I had an anime shirt on also, and she didn't say nothing to me. So that's how you know, Gio kind of just sold. Hey, either way, great trip, great vacation. I had a blast. Shout out to RDC. Shout out to the crew. Shout out to every streamer that we met and didn't meet. It was very fun. Hey, shout out Berlizzi.
Shout out Corey Kenshin, even though you weren't there.
Yeah, Corey. Well, I know he ain't going to Vegas, so
yeah,
he ain't going there. So maybe I'll just fly to Michigan and come see you. Anyway, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for liking. It has been another episode of the Miami Bros Podcast. Please like, subscribe, and peace.